Hi, this is Ingrid from Quiltessential Co, and we're going to be working on July block of the month, and it's lovely weather, so we're going to find some air conditioning and sew together. But before we do, I thought I'd tell you about this lovely quilt. Joanne made this, and it's one of our kaleidoscope quilts that we make with different kits. This is the green version. We have lots of different ones, so if you want to make it, you can do that too. So now we're going to cut our pieces out, and I usually use my 4.5-inch ruler. So first of all, we have A, skinny strip this time, and B, a little bit wider. We now have C, and they're all cut into rectangles, but they start off at 4.5. D, 4.5, and then I stack my E and my F right sides together so that when I cut them and they make them nice and straight, they're ready for the next step. And then G, one more strip again. And we're now going to cut out and sew this block. We're going to be using our tall triangle end of our goddess tool. I have sewn together my A and my B, and I've made sure that they're the width that I've asked you to do it on the pattern. And we're going to be cutting 4 tall triangles out of this section. So when you cut, you will get 4 out of them, but 2 will look like this, and then 2 will look like this one as soon as I cut it out. I'm being fussy here, I just want to make sure it's right. So then 2 of them will look like this. So you can see that these are different here. So we're going to cut 2 of this from that AB, and then from our C's, we're going to be using the tall triangle, half triangle section, and on your rectangles that are stacked together, as in your pattern, you're going to be cutting along here. Make sure your dotted line is in the right place. If you're unsure if you have enough fabric, remember, mark it with a pencil, make sure that it all fits, and cut. And it's very important to cut that little piece right off here for matching up. And so when you finish this one, same thing, line it up and cut that tiny little piece off the edge. I'm going to go and sew right away. So I'm going to take one of these, and I will be sewing, as we have done before, one triangle on this side, one triangle on this side, and the same with this one, and then I'll meet you back. So now you've sewn these units together, so you've got your tall triangles AB with C's, AB and C's, and just make sure that they're perfect. So I like to take my 4.5 along here and line up that center white line right down here and just trim off what's left, but make sure they're nice and perfect. And with the other piece that you have here, you have now created all 4 of these and the center. Now let's work on these corners. So we have our E and our F fabric stacked together, and we are going to be taking our half square triangle end of the ruler, use the line I told you to, and make sure that this is nice and straight. I've already straightened that, and then cut across here, and you're going to get 4 sets. Don't forget, when you cut, move that ruler up to that bottom dotted line so that you can just get the little end cut off perfectly here. So they're now great for sewing. Sew across here and meet me back. So we're again using the half square triangle end of our ruler, and we're going to be using our G, and I told you which to line it up with. I've already straightened this edge, and we're going to go along here, and we will be cutting 4 of these. And again, don't forget to always do your little corner, because it makes a big difference down the road. So once we've got those cut and we have our E and F's sewn, we are going to do a cutaway from this corner of F, and we're going to be using the medium cutaway. So we put the medium cutaway onto our F block, or part of the block, and cut this off. I'm sure you can see where this is going. And now G, will fit perfectly across here, flat to flat, sew along here, and when you press that back, you will have your beautiful piece. So, what have we done? We've created our whole block now. So these are the last 4 corners that we did with E, F, and G. When you sew your block together, it tells you how to press it, and there you go. And if you're going to make a whole quilt, if you can see that, this is what it makes, and it's quite stunning. So this is our 20th anniversary year. So August is our anniversary. Check us out because we're going to have some fun things to do together, and we'll have an anniversary sale. And we just want to celebrate because women in business, 20 years, we're excited, and it's a real big deal for me. And if you found this video useful, please leave us a like and click subscribe for future content. And this has been Ingrid from Quiltessential Co. Thanks for sewing with me today, and I'll see you soon.